Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin. Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Test.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Well, we're back here at Bellevue Park with Dan Vogel and Timmy Provenzano. This is Jim DiCarlo. Game number 2 delayed with the rain, about to start here in the next 5 minutes. Our sponsors would like to thank C&R Garage Doors and Chirp's Auto Body, and we'll give you more specifics on those as the game goes along, cleaning up from the rain and getting Dan's equipment all wet. And I'm glad and proud to introduce to you and be with and joined by Malia Mitch, former pitcher of mine at Brook High School, who had a dazzling screwball and great location and good spin. So Malia, first of all, tell us a little bit. Do you miss softball? Tired? Why am I here? Why am I doing this every day? And then when it's gone,
it's done.
You wish you were still
back.
doing it. So you're going to where at college and studying what?
Eastern Gateway as a nurse. I'm going to be an RN in a year.
Okay. And you are giving pitching lessons.
I
okay?
am.
Taking Randy Gassaway's place. Is he gone yet, or is he still around here?
He leaves in the next month.
Instructions, your number is?
304-723-8077.
Okay, well, Malia's a great player, good team player, great pitcher for me at Brook High School a couple years ago. And she's now going to study to be an RN and is giving private pitching lessons. Okay, well, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe if you get a chance somewhere, you can find Tommy DeSerio and sneak him over. Tell him if he wants to come over and talk a little bit. We'd be more than happy to visit with him if you wouldn't mind mentioning that to him for us, okay?
Okay, thank you for having me.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by, and good luck to you, Malia.
Thank you.
Okay. Starting lineups today, as Timmy's now rejoining us, and we're trying to get Jason and Tommy DeSerio, 2 head coaches in the Valley, watching today. For the PA Renegades, and we hope we don't mispronounce their names, Kaylee Torres leading off and playing first base, Emma Thompson in right field batting second, Abby Telly pitching batting third. Liz Holtman is playing third. At field, batting seventh, is Rihanna Thomas at short. Erica Sedler is catching, batting eighth. Sammy Tomko at second base and batting ninth. And Allie Haynes is the extra hitter. The lineup's the same. We got to make sure the positions were the same. So we know for the Elite, Jazz Wood, who is the home team, the Elite, is leading off playing shortstop. And Lily Clark is now, I can't see if she's going down to third base this game. Peyton Conley is batting third in left. Maggie DeSerio is still catching behind home plate. Kalia Chamberlain is the extra hitter. Kaylee Gamble is at second base batting sixth. Lily Orban is also, I believe, she's out there in right field, it looks like, batting seventh. Nori Yance is playing first base, batting eighth. Keegan Brandon is in center field, batting ninth. Carson Drum is also an extra hitter, batting 10th. And Lauren Delaney is pitching, and she will bat 11th. So the Elite coming in off of a tough loss to the Washington Wildcats, game 1. And this is game 2, starting about a half hour late here because of the pour down rain that we got between 10:30 and 11. And Dan, we're going to take a quick break and come right back.
Are you tired of your old worn-out garage door? Do you want to upgrade to a new stylish garage door that will make your home stand out? Look no further than C&R Garage Doors in Colliers, West Virginia. With over 40 years of experience, C&R Garage Doors is a family-owned and operated business that provides the best customer service, workmanship, and prices in the area. C&R Garage Doors, making things go up and down for over 40 years. Don't settle for a mediocre garage door. Upgrade to a C&R Garage Door and increase your home's curb appeal and value. Call C&R Garage Doors today at 304-374-1162 to schedule your free estimate. That's 304-374-1162. C&R Garage Doors, the best garage doors in the tri-state area. Has your car been in an accident? Don't worry, Chirp's Auto Body Repair is here to help. Located at 3898 Harrison Street in Bel Air, Chirp's Auto Body Repair is your go-to destination for all your auto body repair needs. From minor dents to major collisions, our team of experts will have your car looking like new in no time. So why wait? Call us today at 740-676-6962 or visit us at our shop to get your car back on the road. Chirp's Auto Body Repair, your trusted partner for all your auto body repair needs.
Welcome back to Steubenville, Ohio for the Rumble on the River. The first inning is brought to you by C&R Garage Doors. For residential and commercial garage door needs, making things go up and down for over 40 years.
Kaylee Torres takes ball 1 to start the game. And we have Lauren Delaney pitching to Maggie DeSerio. A little bit up and in, 2-0. Around the infield, we got Clark at third, Wood at second, Gamble at second, and Yonce at first base. Two-0 pitch up high, ball 3. In the outfield, Peyton Conley is now in left, Keegan Brandon in center. And the right fielder this game is Lily Orban. 3-0 pitch. Walks and bean batters hurt the Elite last game, and Lauren comes in with a strike. She'll only be a 7th grader at Brook Middle, and she's very little experience pitching from 43 feet. She's played 12 and under, which is 40 foot, Tim, and big difference.
There's no doubt. You know, just like in baseball, where my son's at 13, they at 12 they're at 50, 13, 54, and then 14 they go to 60. So big jumps.
Yeah, she's battled back, full count. Want to make her swing the bat. And ball 4, up and away. So Torres with a leadoff walk, and that brings up Emma Thompson, the right fielder for the Renegades. Again, this would be the last pool play game for the Elite. The River Dogs will be up next, probably about a half hour later than scheduled at 2:30, I'm going to guess. Emma Thompson bunting here, or fake bunting and stealing, one or the other. She's pulling back. There goes the steal, and the throw is in center field. And Kaylee totters, goes all the way to third. Ball gets away, but she can't advance. So Maggie, I think with a good throw, could have got her, but the ball just kind of tailed toward right center field. It might be a little bit slick, too, with the rain.
One strike, cast his check.
So 1 strike on Thompson. Nobody out. Runner at third. There's a base hit to center field. Wasn't hit hard, but in the right spot. So 1-0 Renegades. And a throw gets away. And she gets into second.
It's amazing what, just a square, when you square the bunt and the defense kind of gets out of position a little bit and just causes a little bit of chaos. Always, I always say put pressure on the defense.
Love the short game in this game. And she's choking up like a split grip. Abby Telly, the pitcher, she is way up on the bat. She's running slap. So she must be a slapper bunter. Third baseman really needs to be charging there. Jazz Wood's going to cover third, so they just told Lily to come in to charge this bunter punch. She's way up on the move. And I think she went, but I don't know if he saw it or not. She ducked out of the way, but I thought maybe she swung on that. Yes, he did. Okay, 1-1. Infield now in. She's down a little bit on the handle. Let's see what happens here. Full swing and swing and a miss. 1-2. So I guess when she's bunting or punching, she's up choked more. When she's swinging full, she's way down on the handle, as she is right here. So she's going to be swinging full here. No, now she's got a split grip. Now she's choked up on the move. And she takes it, but it looks like she's swinging at the same time. She could get called for that.
Yeah.
2-2.
Yeah, I think the coach just corrected her on that.
And now she's way up on the handle, so she's punching. Probably won't bunt here with 2 strikes. Change up in the dirt. So run rules in this game are 12 after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5. Each travel tournament director has a right to change those and have ground rules. Normally in USA, I believe it's 15, 12, and 8, if I'm not mistaken. Full count pitch by Lauren is a swing and a miss on a punch, so first strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Liz Holtzman, the third baseman. So Jazz Wood in the baseline, giving her a shot to come home. Kaylee Gamble playing deep, so a run will score on a ground ball to the right side. Possibility of holding the runner ground ball to Jazz at short or Lily at third. Holtzman, first pitch, wild pitch. Here comes the runner. Throw home is late, and she slides in safely. 2-0 Renegades. I thought Maggie might have had a chance to go after her and tag her out herself there.
Yeah, Thompson's been pretty aggressive on the base pass. Got a really good jump, seeing the ball down.
So a walk and a single. A couple wild pitches, and 2-0 now Renegades first inning. It's a little mucky out there. Ball's probably a little slick when it hits the dirt because it rains so hard. Grounds crew Britch Brown's done a great job of getting this field ready quickly. There's a pop-up to center field to Keegan Brandon. Looks like the sun's in her eyes, and she drops it. Throw to second, and she's going to slide in safely.
It looks like she had a little bit of trouble locating where that was and was right up in the sun.
Yeah.
Tried to get her glove up to shield it and just didn't get a good break on it.
Abby Jakubowicz now batting, the center fielder. So 2-0, runner at second, 1 out for the Renegades. Yeah, that sun looks pretty nasty out in left and center. They're both shading their eyes, Peyton in left and Keegan out in center. Strike 1 on the take by Abby. One and one. Just starting game 2, 2-0 Renegades. 1 out, top of the first. Holtman on second base. Nice pitch, 2-2. Pretty good pop for a 11, 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I think she's 11 years old, if I'm not mistaken, playing 14 and under. Has a lot of potential. Change up high. Looks like a delayed steal look here. She wanted to go to third on the throw to the pitcher. 2-2. Lauren pretty deliberate. Two pitch, just missed. Full count. Nice to see the sun out, huh?
Yeah.
Unless you're the left fielder and the center fielder. Full count pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. Uh-oh. Liz Holtzman itching to go to third on any kind of bad throw back to the pitcher. Delay stealing. Like to see DeSerio walk out in front of home plate to hold her there at second base a little longer, make her go back. Now batting, Isabella Whelan, the left fielder. First pitch, swung on, fouled down the first baseline. Lauren takes a long time between pitches, pretty deliberate. And the ball got stuck under the fence there. A little help by the coach. Probably needs a new ball wiped off or a new ball here. It's wet.
It looks like she's got a towel out there. Yeah, she's rubbing it off.
I would have asked for a new one. It's still probably pretty wet. She's still rubbing it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, Timmy.
Yeah.
That ball gets wet and you can't control it, and you get a wild pitch. So 1-1 on the batter. Runners move up to second, third. Holtman and Jacob Boric. One pitch is in the dirt. Gets away. She's coming home, and Maggie's going to tag her out herself this time.
Okay.
And
Came up a little bit short to the plate.
Yeah, that muckiness there at home plate stopped her from getting in. Maggie did a good job of getting the ball and getting back and tagging her out. So for the second out of the inning, as Abby Jakubowicz moves over to third, and Whelan has a 2-1 count on her.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch grounded to third to Lily Clark, going to be close at first, and she gets her by a hair. So after a half inning, it's 2-0 PA Renegades. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you by Corey Winjet, financial advisor and a partner of the RWN Group at Baird, private wealth management located at 200 Stanton Boulevard, Suite 40, Steubenville. Call Corey Winjet at 740-282-5024, a proud supporter of Ohio Valley student athletes and Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley Sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to Steubenville, Ohio with the Ohio Valley Sports Online. So defensively for the PA Renegades, it's going to be Telly on the mound, Sedler catching, Holtman at third base, Thomas at short, Tomko at second base, Tatters at first base, Whelan in left field, Jakubowicz in center field, and Thompson in right field.
How about our sponsor this inning, Timmy?
Yeah. So our sponsors for this inning is Chirps Auto Body Repair and Painting, 3898 Harrison Street, Bel Air, Ohio. Phone number is 740-676-6962. Ask for Steve Chirpus, open Monday through Friday, providing high-quality collision repair, paint, and custom work. They also replace worn-out leather interior seating.
Up first for the Elite, Jazz Wood batting right-handed. She can go both ways. Then Lily Clark and Peyton Conley. So same batting order as the first game. Wood, Clark, Conley, DeSerio, Chamberlain, Gamble, Orban, Yonts, Brandon, Drum, and Delaney. Lefty on the mound is Abby Telly. First pitch, some smoke, fouled off, strike one. Looks like she has pretty good speed.
Yeah.
She's got a towel in her pocket, too. That's good. I got to give credit to Butch Brown. He was here throwing that diamond drive down. The field looks pretty hard and good, even though it's mucky. 1 strike pitch outside on the Scroogey. 1-1. PA Renegades have been around for a long time, that organization. 1-1 pitch, down low and out. 2-1.
She does a good job keeping the ball down.
One pitch, swing and a miss. I don't know if that had some moving action inward, but Jazz jumped out of the way and swung. So it was an inside pitch. It might have had a little bit of curve on it, inside coming at her. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So she has kept the ball down on all pitches. Lily Clark now, the third baseman, batting second. Good foot speed, potential bunter, good drop bunter, also pitches. First pitch just below the knees, 1 ball. Yeah, she's knees and lower on every pitch, Timmy. Does a good job of keeping it down. You got to maybe move up in the box, even though she has some pop on her fastball. 1-0 pitch, outside and away, 2-0. There's a hit down the right field line. It hits the foul line, and it's fair. Going to be a double as Lily motors into second base with a nice slide. So finally the Elite get a break. The ball hit right on the chalk line. Why they call it a foul line, I don't know, but instead of the fair line, or the foul pole instead of the fair pole, right? Yep. And here's Peyton Conley, who had the only hit in game 1, a rip up the middle. So let's see if the Elite can keep this going down 2-0. Runner at second, see if we can get a rally here in the bottom of the first. Out and away. 1 ball on Peyton. Next inning, we'll try to get the Madonna coach over, and you can work with him. We'll see if Dan can get the hand mic so I can still do the play-by-play as Timmy interviews Jason Backel. Right. As Peyton fouls that off, 1-1.
Now, a lot of this is new to me, Coach, but is it harder to hit lefties compared to a righty pitcher? Or
I guess if you're Lizzie Kell, it's harder to hit, okay, because she's a wonderful screwball and rise ball. Not really. There's a shot by Peyton. She said, no way, this is going to score the run all the way to the fence. Going to score a run and be a double for Peyton Conley. She's not stopping. It's going to be close at third. She's in there with a triple. That was a shot. Peyton, 2 hits in her last 2 at-bats and a big RBI, making the score 2-1. Maggie DeSerio now batting. Comes the first pitch to Maggie outside, gets away, but Peyton with 1 out, a little conservative at third base, which I think she should be. Maggie, good contact hitter. So 2 big hits for the Elite, putting them back in business here. One ball pitch in the dirt again, 2-0. She likes to go to her mouth. She needs to wipe that off before she gets on the pitching plate. 2-0. Maggie gonna bunt? Yes, she is. It looked to me like she was in a drop bunt stance, and she did try to put one down. Good idea with the corners back. 2-1. Joe Birmingham, good coach, many years of travel ball. Down at third, Rick Conley coaching first base. In the dirt again, 3-1. Needs to be in her zone. What do you tell your hitters 3-1? You have a specific zone that you go for?
Just hit your pitch. I mean, that's what you're looking for. If it's your pitch, just go ahead and hit it. It also depends on how much the pitcher's struggling as well.
How about aggressive but selective?
I like it.
3-1 pitch on the way. Steve Reich.
And that's what normally happens right there. You know, it's.
Well, I think Maggie did a good job today. That was a great pitcher's pitch.
Yeah.
And that's a good take, 3-1. 0-2 it's not, 3-1 it is. You're going to get a better pitch to hit here. And there it is, and there she goes, and it's going to get the run home. Nice shot, good play by the second baseman, and that's Abby Jakaboric. But DeSario hit the ball hard right at second for an RBI single as Conley came in to score. So it's 2-2.
That's exactly what you want to do in that situation. Get the ball to the right side. So they're giving a big gap in the outfield. I'm saying that.
Yeah, right fielder's real deep.
Yeah.
The center fielder's pretty shallow. Center fielder's way in, and the corners in the outfield are way deep. So Chamberlain now up. Kalia, change up to her. Up high and away. Ball one. Yeah, you don't see this alignment much here with the depth being this different. In right and left, really deep. In center, really shallow. There's that wind. Just keep the rain away, Timmy, for us.
That's
2-0. Down and away.
Balls, no strikes.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Balls, one strike.
Chamberlain doesn't get cheated there. She takes a hearty cut. Pitch. Steve Reich. 2-2.
Can't tell which way that wind's blowing out. Is it blowing to right field?
I don't see any flags out there, so it's hard to say. It's just blowing. You can hear it in our headphones. Two pitch changeup, low and away. Gotta love it. Got a game on the other field with a portable fence. Got a little wiffle ball game going on out there in right field. All kind of tense up, including a Steeler pop-up 10 out there. Full count pitch to Chamberlain. Fouled out of play.
Yeah, Dan will appreciate this. It's when we played softball here, you had 2 games going back to back, and you had 8 outfielders out there at one point.
With no fence, right?
With no fence. No, it was very interesting.
It's at co-ed Sunday softball. Full count pitch. Low, good hold by Chamberlain for ball 4, and she's got good speed and a threat to steal. Now batting, second baseman Kaylee Gamble. Still nice. I'd rather have weather like this, even with a little bit of rain, than 90 degrees beating down on you.
I agree.
Rumble on the River. This is our 5th game, and she did go, and it'll be close, and she's in there. Ball gets away. She's heading to third. It's going to be close at third base, and she gets in there. So Chamberlain with a stolen base. An error allows her to go to third. Good foot speed. Good job by Joe moving the runner. So 2 outs, and the go-ahead run now at third base for Gamble.
Balls, one strike.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. She's quick. She's definitely quick.
Strike 1-1.
Balls, 2 strikes.
So, Jace, we're going to get you here next inning. Okay. In the dirt, 2-1. So, Dan, we're going to keep it here between innings.
Okay.
Get Jason Backel, the Weird Madonna coach, sit in my seat, and Timmy will interview him. If we can get that hand mic, Dan, ready. 3-1.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
fouled away. So we're in the bottom of the first. Game started about a half hour late because of the rain delay. Full count on Gamble. There's a pitch. It's a dinker to left. It's going to be trouble. Base hit. RBI for Kaylee Gamble. Stayed back on that changeup, Timmy.
Yeah, it was a great piece of hitting right there, just staying back and taking the ball where it was pitched.
Those stolen bases really helped there. Yeah. Stolen base while in an error, getting Chamberlain to third. So now it's 3-2 Elite to Lily Orban up. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Telly's been around the plate, done a pretty good job with location, but a couple of good hits this inning by the Elite have given them the lead 3-2 here in the first. Fouled out of play. You're looking to watch a softball game. There's 5 of them going on at one time here at Bellevue Park on Rumble on the River. Director Chuck Utt.
Yeah, you could pretty much go anywhere in the valley today and catch a softball game.
Yep, at Wellsburg, 2 fields going on. The Kings Creek's probably 3 or 4 fields going on down there. 1-2 now on Orban. Orban playing right field this game. And strike 3. So for the Elite, they get 3 runs on 3 hits that inning. We had an error by the Renegades, and after 1, it's 3-2. So Dan, can you get that field mic there?
Are you exiting or are you all talking?
I'm going to stay here to do the play-by-play, and Jason's going to sit in my seat here, okay? And so around me, or I'll go around you guys, yeah, Timmy.
Absolutely.
All right, Timmy, all you, buddy.
All right, want to welcome in Jason Backel, Madonna High School girls softball coach. Jason, you're an alumni of Madonna High School, if I'm correct. I think we had that. Yeah, you're good. We had that conversation a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize what kind of quarterback you were.
Oh, my. Graduated in 1988, and we're actually having a reunion this year, and 35 years, and it's kind of still difficult to say those numbers out of my mouth. 35 years ago I graduated, but
state championship team though.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And we're still a very close knit class, and still get together with a lot of those guys, and something we'll never forget. And we had a blast back then, but long time ago.
A lot of people, you tell, and I know I did when I was coaching. You tell these kids that you make lifelong friends when you succeed, and that's you guys are all getting together and doing it still. So that's impressive. So tell us a little bit about your season this year at Madonna.
So this past year we had 11 girls to start the season, and unfortunately, by about the 3rd week in the season, we had 2 girls on crutches, so we had to finish with 9 girls. So difficult season as far as injuries go, but we battled, and my goal this year was to go 500, and we almost got there. We went 9-11, and at the end of the year we were starting 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and we had one senior. So I was proud of the girls. We had a couple nice wins over some bigger teams like Toronto and Beaver Local. And we battled some of the other bigger teams, and we beat the teams we should have beat. So I was proud of the fact that we beat a decent Cameron team a couple times, and I'm looking forward to next year because we only lose the 1 senior. We got a couple talented freshmen coming up, and we have a lot of experience coming back for once. So this will be my 3rd year, and it'll be the first time I actually have pitcher coming back with a little bit of experience. So we had a freshman pitcher this past year, and she's actually going to be pitching here later today in Steubenville. So that's one of the reasons why I'm over here. So really looking forward to this next year.
Got a full count on Rihanna Thomas leading off here in the second inning. And the 3-2 pitch is up high and away, ball 4.
So basically you have everybody coming back but a senior.
Plus the 2 girls that were hurt.
Plus the 2 girls that were hurt.
So I'm hoping my numbers are around 13.
Nice.
That would be a nice number.
Yeah, and then being a former coach at Madonna, I know the struggles over there. You know, it's you got girls playing sports everywhere. They're playing basketball, volleyball, you know, softball, kind of.
Yeah, and we battled that this past year because I had a freshman who also wanted to compete at track, and you know, how do we not encourage that? You know, of course I want her to do that, but of course I want her to, you know, be at every game. But you know, she was she was talented and at track, and she threw the shot put, and she did well in the sectional and regional. So it's hard not to encourage that. But she missed a couple games. But the struggle because we have girls playing multiple sports.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have Erica Sedler up 2-0 count. It's good of you to show up here, and a lot of high school coaches don't come and watch their players, and I respect those that do, Jason.
Well, I love it. I do. Ever since I was a young kid, I played for Tony Magnones, who you probably remember back in the day, and I just always loved the game. I had 3 daughters, and unfortunately, they really never caught the bug like me. But they're all in. I just had one graduate college, and I still have 2 that are down in Morgantown. So it gives me, time to go back and enjoy the game I love, and I love coaching these girls.
It's great. Erica Sedler with a 2-2 count. Her pitch on the way, just missed. Full count.
Oh,
DeSario
nice
throws, got a chance to
Run
get her in a
out.
pickle, but let's see what happens here. Back and forth they go. She's wearing them out. You got to run at her. Don't keep throwing it. Run at her,
There
huh?
you go.
She's going to second in.
Got her.
Got her.
Let's see. He wants to see the ball, and I guess it dropped. Okay. I don't want to score that one in the book.
No,
We're just going to put her to second base,
Put her to
okay?
second.
I think that was about 8 relays.
So a good coaching point right there, Jason. What do you kind of recommend in a rundown? How many throws?
You got to run right at her, make her commit, and of course you want her to commit to the bag, where she originally came from. But unfortunately, that didn't happen there.
It's full count pitch, I believe, and it's
good
shot
hit.
to left center field. It's going to tie this up and go all the way to the fence as Sedler rounds first and heads on to second for a double. So an RBI double for Erica Sedler, the catcher. And that'll tie it up 3-3 as Sammy Tompko comes up to the plate.
So, Coach, what do you got going in the summer?
Well, of course, I'm not allowed to be involved. Those rules are hoping we're going to change that next year in
Are
the
they
state of
talking
West
about
Virginia.
like a 30-day type thing? Is that
Yeah,
what
I think it was 32 days next year. We'll have some flex days. So.
Did you have a 3-week window this year?
We
Coach?
did.
Okay. First pitch is down. Well,
But this
down
year,
by the knees. 1 strike. The batter thought it was a little low.
the girls are going to play some games this year, and I actually have a parent that's going to coach them, who's not one of the coaches at Madonna. So we're gonna play around 4 games this year, and we might have a couple other girls that are not at Madonna playing. It's hard to get full participation over the summer, but
who are you going to play against, Jason?
we have a couple games scheduled against Burgettstown.
Okay.
We have a game scheduled at Harrison Central, so I'm looking forward to head back to Cadiz and spent a lot of time in Cadiz. I owned a business out there for 20 years, so I still have a lot of close ties out in Cadiz. So I'm looking forward to get to that new field at the new school. I think they only put about $65 million into it.
That's beautiful out there. 2-1 pitch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
The Tompko. Stu Reich, 2-2.
Yeah, I kind of know your pain with that in the summer. When I was coaching at Madonna, we collaborated with Oakland and ran some summer teams with them, and anything you could do to get the kids on the field and get them some reps.
Yeah, it'll definitely pay off.
Now.
Being so young, I mean, any reps. And what's nice is I have about 4 or 5 girls that are playing travel, so that helps.
Yeah, travel ball has definitely helped out coaches in the Valley.
Full count pitch coming up here from Lauren.
Good pitch.
Just missed.
Good pitch. Of course, I wish I had about 8 or 9 playing travel, but not that lucky.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about, I know that I was actually a little bit of a part of it as well, the indoor building that you guys have at Madonna High School.
So it's Madonna Athletic Complex. We call it the MAC. It's a beautiful complex located behind Starvaggi Industry. The building's only probably been there for 100 years. Starvaggi used to house, buses and trucks there back in the day. I don't know all the history behind it.
I think that's where they did the oil changes, if I'm correct. Yeah.
I think there's about a foot of cement in there.
One ball on Allie Haynes, the designated hitter. Just missed 2-0.
But been very fortunate where Luke Myers spearheaded some fundraising where we have made that a beautiful baseball pitching mounds. There's a full turf infield.
2-0 pitch gets away. The runners move up to second and third.
And when we have 3 batting cages in there.
Yeah.
So it's back in the day, when it rained outside, we were headed to the concrete pavement, next to St. Joe's Church or inside the gym where we would tear up the floor. Now we just go inside.
Yep. Have many practices in that parking lot right there by the church. Yeah.
Pitch and it's ball 4 to
never
load
know when
the
you were
bases.
Gonna catch a cinder and get a bad hop.
Yep.
Well, the walk's kind of hurt. Lauren's been around the plate, but 3 walks this inning. Joe Birmingham's going out to talk to Lauren. Let's see if he will make a pitching change. So it's 3-3, top of the second, and I think he is going to make a pitching change and bring in Peyton Conley to pitch, and that's going to move. It's going to move somebody out to left field as Lauren, who's only a 7th grader, is going to come out. And let's see, we got a lot of roving chairs. So Carson Drum's going to first, Chamberlain out in left, Orban now in right, and Peyton Conley pitching. Back to you, Timmy.
So, you say you're in your 3rd year. What was your record this year?
We went 9-11.
Almost 500. That's pretty good. And like you said, you had a lot of injuries, and whatnot. Any standout players that you want to recognize?
Our pitcher, freshman, pitched every inning for us, Kendall Ryan. I think in 20 games, she probably had, I'd say, less than 20 walks. So any coach loves those stats.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very few hits batsmen. So, anytime you throw the ball over the plate, you're going to give your team a chance.
Yeah.
But she did very, very well. And, she didn't have a lot of experience pitching. And I got her a coach, over the winter that worked with her. And this name might be familiar around the Valley.
Pass ball, runner scores.
But she worked a lot with Dave Bimbo Valina.
Okay.
So he was a fantastic pitcher back in the day, and just knows the game, knows pitching. So he worked with her over the winter and last fall, and she really improved over the fall and winter. And by springtime, she was ready to go. Thank goodness. And I had a sophomore catcher Chloe Orecchio.
Here comes another wild pitch, and another run scores to make it now 5-3. As Haynes goes to third.
I didn't have a catcher last year, but she's super athletic, all 97.5 pounds of her, and she's quick, and she really improved this past year, and I think she probably threw out about 8 or 9 base runners this past year. But then my first baseman, I got to talk about her, and I thought that was going to get past her.
So I think it's 3-0 now on Totters, sorry. The first baseman went over to talk to Tommy DeSerio, seeing if he'll come over about an inning from now to sit down. So they're looking to get an out here. No outs as they've exploded. Here comes another wild pitch, and the play at the plate this time is going to be an out.
Yeah.
Nice play.
So nice flip by DeSerio. Throw to second, might get a double dip here, and Jazz Wood's going to run her down. So what a way to get 2 outs on one play, huh?
Beautiful play.
So 2-1, DeSerio to Peyton. Conley, and Conley over after the walk and to try to go to second to Jazz Wood. 1-6 to retire Totters. So quickly, 2 outs. The Renegades still up 5-3. And now Emma Thompson, who singled and scored in the first inning. We're in the top of 2, 5-3, Renegades.
The one other play I wanted to mention was Carmela Pulis. She'll be a senior. Beautiful swing. She batted .486 this past year. I think she struck out 1 time. I think last year she struck out. She didn't strike out. I take that back. Last year, her sophomore year, but this her junior year, I think she struck out 1 time. Played an excellent first base. Good leader, quiet, leads by example. So I'm looking forward to good things coming back from Carmela. And then I got some other hitters coming. So I hope we're a year older. So end of the year, we struggle a little bit or at the plate. So I'm hoping we get a little bit better at the dish.
Peyton Conley, first pitching appearance of the year. She's been injured. 2-1 now on Thompson.
Yeah, Pulis is definitely a Madonna name. I think I had her brother, Lucky. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Good basketball player, good football player, good baseball player.
Yeah, he was good at anything with the ball.
There's a shot to short. Jazz Wood over to first. Drum off the base, and she's going to be safe. So a little bit of a high throw there, pulled Drum off the base, and she couldn't get back quick enough to make a tag. So Thompson at first, 2 outs, 5-3, and that'll bring up Abby Telly, the pitcher.
One thing I always respected when you were coaching is the time that you guys put in.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you always had long practices. And one thing, and Jimmy, you could probably talk to us about this, is, when I took this job, I thought it was a 3-month job. It is a full-time job, especially at a small Catholic school. I mean, fundraising, designing uniform. We got new uniforms this past year. They're beautiful.
The easiest part of coaching is coaching.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just organizing everything. The buses.
The schedule.
The field maintenance.
Do you fix the field?
We do. We actually have a project. If anybody's bored out there, we have a field project tomorrow. We're going to be at the field. We're going to put a French drain in, and a couple shout outs. We had Mans Frankovich donate some French drain for us, and Wayne Bonovich from Weird Rental donated backhoe. So we're going to have about 7 guys at the field tomorrow. And we're going to put a French drain in down at the first baseline, so hopefully eliminate some of that water going on the field.
Yeah, Chris Conley did a great job down at that field for years. Nobody appreciates all the time to get the water off the field. That's why those turf fields are so valuable. Ball 4.
He did it for 28 years.
To Abby Telly, puts runners at first and second to Liz Holtman. She reached on an error last time up. 2 outs, 5-3, Renegades, top of 2.
You know, one person I always had to throw out there and give credit to is the wives. You know, a coach's wife is somebody that is very patient.
Popped out of play.
You know, it's funny you mention that. Now that my daughters are all in school, and during it, March and April, probably a little bit more nervous and intense than I usually am, and she's already making her travel arrangements for next year to get out of town.
Strike 1 to Holtzman is strike 2 on the corner.
But it's nice. She stays involved. We had a team dinner, so she made a nice pasta dinner for all the girls that came over, and she does stay involved and go to some of the games.
Yeah, and whenever you take a job, I always say that your wife takes that job with you.
Oh yeah.
Well, swing and a miss for strike 3, and it's 5-3 after 1.5. Jason, thanks for stopping over.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys.
And we're going to take a quick break and be back.
Thanks, Jason.
Hey, no problem.
All right, buddy.
Are you looking for a quick and satisfying breakfast or lunch option? Look no further than Tudor's Biscuit World in Weirton. Our friendly staff is always ready to serve you with a smile. And our menu is packed with delicious options that are sure to satisfy any craving. From our signature biscuit sandwiches to our hearty breakfast platters, Tudor's Biscuit World has something for everyone. So come on in and join us for a meal that will leave you feeling full and happy. Tudor's Biscuit World, where great food and friendly service come together.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to the Rumble on the River. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and the second inning is brought to you by C&R Garage Doors. For residential and commercial garage door needs, making things go up and down for over 40 years. Family owned and operated, great customer service, located in Colliers, West Virginia, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. They also do repair springs on tracks and cables. Phone number is 304-374-1162 or 304-527-0311.
Yance fouls that back this inning. Nori Yance, Keegan Brandon, Carson Drum, and possibly Lauren Delaney. Well, we've got the Brook High School coach now next to me, Tommy DeSerio, so you can take that hand mic, Tommy, and around our play-by-play here. This yours, Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So tell us a little bit about Brook High School softball coming for next year, who you have coming back, and some expectations, and maybe who you're playing. Going on any trips next year yet?
Well, so
there's a shot, but right at the shortstop.
A nice play by the shortstop there. Coming back next year, we're kind of fortunate we lost Landry Bone, which was a huge asset on the mound and at the corner at first base, and Angelina Lapoli, which was kind of a utility player. We could put her anywhere. But graduating 2 seniors, we're returning most of our starters from last year. And then the upcoming freshman class, which you see 3 of them here today, is going to help us. So I'm looking forward to it. We had a great JV program to feed into us. And, with Wellsburg and Follansbee softball feeding the program, it looks promising over the next couple of years.
Keegan Brandon with a foul on a bunt. The 0-1 pitch. There's bunted, foul again. Just can't get that ball to stay between the lines right now. 0-2. 5-3, bottom of second. Renegades over the Elite. How about some names of your seniors coming back next year?
So the seniors we have coming back for next year is Lexa Forche, who's committed to Fairmont as a junior. She'll be playing some pitcher and shortstop for us. Madison Brown, behind the plate, very solid behind the plate, great at the bat. Winter McQuiston in the outfield for us. She's versatile. She can play anywhere the outfield for us.
Two-strike pitch. Brandon rips one, but foul.
And then the last one's Haley Moore. Haley Moore played second base for us and filled in for the outfield. So she's another utility player that we can go to and put her wherever needed to help the team out.
So I see Jasmine Wood playing. She'll be a sophomore for you,
Yeah.
as is Carson Drum, a sophomore pitcher. Jasmine, your shortstop, and Brandon fouls that one off. Still
Coaches.
0-2. And then your daughter behind home plate. Any other, well, you have some Brook players over there. How about the other ones over there that are in 8th grade?
Lily Clark and Peyton Conley, both pitchers, both infielders in the 7th grade going into 8th grade class. So looking forward over the next couple years what the youth programs are developing.
1-2 now on Brandon. A couple big wins that I saw last year, beating state-bound Steubenville Big Red and also knocking off Wheeling Park in the sectional tournament last year.
Those were big wins. Big wins for the team and for the program.
And a strikeout throw out to first base on a changeup. Keegan a little bit out in front of that one. Now batting one of your players, Carson Drum, who pitched varsity and JV, correct, last year?
Yeah, so Carson started off the season as the lead JV pitcher, but then was called up to varsity and filled in and did extremely well at the varsity level for us, come in as a relief and then started for us.
Foul off, 0-1. Play a great schedule. Give us some of the teams on your schedule that you think you're going to have next year. I know you basically have Park, John Marshall, Morgantown, University, Parkersburg South, the teams that were in the track conference, along with Oak Glen and Weir High. Are all those still on your schedule potentially next year?
Right. They're all on the schedule for next year. We're looking to take a spring trip.
Change up
to
in
Tennessee.
Tennessee, huh? Are you raising money for that now?
We did. We raised money last year, and we did very well with that. So we have the money set aside to make the trip this year, to give the girls something that they've been looking forward to.
How many games will we get to play? 3?
Guaranteed 3.
Okay.
So we did. We had a overnight trip scheduled last year for a doubleheader at Parkersburg South, and got rained out there, but we was able to pick up a game at St. Mary's on the way down and played St. Mary and went 5 innings because of a prior commitment with their team. But it was nice. I think St. Mary's ended up in the semis at single A level.
Yeah, they were in the state, yeah.
So
they had a good pitcher too, I imagine, huh?
Yeah, they did. They had a good pitcher. They had a solid team all around. So we did get to do an overnight trip with the girls last year, and we're going to travel with them this year and keep the majority of our teams that we had on the schedule from last season. Obviously, want to come back and compete again this year.
You played a really good schedule, no doubt about that, along the way.
Hey, Coach, are you? Coach,
got all kind of coaches here today, huh?
Yeah, we went to. I made that trip a couple times with the baseball team. We went to Nashville and Knoxville. Or where are you guys heading?
So they wanted to go to Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
And I offered it up to the girls, the varsity squad, and I said, we're looking to take a trip. Let me know where you guys want to go. So I was preparing for the Florida trip, or waiting for the Hawaii trip to Myrtle Beach, and surprisingly, it was like a 95% wanted to go to Tennessee to play. And then they had picked an Alabama trip and a New Jersey trip in March. And I said, well, we're not going to New Jersey in March.
Yeah.
So I asked them, I said, what was the reasoning? They said, Coach, we just want to play. We don't want to go to Florida and pick up 2 games. We want to go and compete. So that's very promising, coming out of that group of girls. And, Coach D, you was there with us, and you helped groom them. And it's a great group of players to deal with.
Last inning, Drum struck out to end the inning, and we're leading off here with Abby Jaka-Boric, who had a walk the first inning. It's 5-3. Renegades were in the top of the third, and 1-1 count Jacoborek. Peyton Conley, 8th grader, Brooke Middle on the mound, and who's that catching back there? Okay.
Maggie DeCirio behind the plate. Peyton is just coming off of an injury. She had a injury to her hip, so she had kind of been sidelined from pitching for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So this is her opening debut back at pitching after the injury.
Ground ball to Jazz Wood, who's played a good shortstop all weekend. Over to first. I think that's Nora over there, Yance, if I'm not mistaken. And 6-3 for the first out. So now Isabella Wieland up, grounded out to third last time up. Off season this summer, we talked to Jason. He did a few things. Have you been able to do anything with open gyms, flex days, or anything this summer?
We've scheduled some flex days, and as in years past, a lot of our girls are in travel programs already, so they're getting the softball reps in. Over the summer, I'll be headed to Kings Creek this afternoon to be able to watch Madison Brown and Winter McQuiston compete. Lex is out playing her travel season, so we're keeping in tabs with that. And
ground ball to second to Kaylee Gamble, flips to first, and 2 outs, 4-3.
Kaylee's another one of that group that we thought we were going to get next year, but Joe kind of pulled the rug from underneath us, and she's going to Madonna, so we wish her the best of luck at the Blue Dawns.
Rihanna Thomas had a walk and scored last inning. 2 up, 2 down. Let's see if Elite can get a clean inning here from Peyton Conley, who's looked pretty good after taking over in the second. A little bit up and away, has a nice pop to her fastball. Out in the outfield, you have Chamberlain, Brandon, and Orban left to right. Infield has Clark, Wood, Gamble, and Yance, I believe, at first. 2-0. So are you going to be able to do any work with the kids as far as games or anything in the summer, or are you just going to wait for your 12 flex days back in February?
We'll probably wait for our 12 flex days. We'll get back into the weight room starting October. The kids really took to that program. We brought on a strength and conditioning coach
I thought you were the strength and conditioning coach, right?
I was while you were there, but we were able to bring on John Emery. John was a recruit for Penn State football as a defensive end and has helped coaching the football team.
3-0 is ball 4.
So we brought on someone with a little bit more knowledge in the weight room, and so we developed a great preseason workout plan for the team, and they've really taken to it and got them in the pool last year for some aquatic training.
Yeah, they have a nice pool over there. I hear rumors of turf field. What's going on with that?
So they're in the process, our superintendent and the board and all the sports organizations are in the process of raising, I believe it's close to $30 million.
Wow.
In softball and baseball in the 24 season.
She's going, stealing Maggie's throw as she got her
throw.
out of there.
Great throw.
So Maggie DeCerio down to Jazz Wood, 2-6 to retire Thomas. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll keep it here right now, Dan. And go ahead about the turf field.
So the plan going forward is the softball and baseball will be turf first. On that project. I believe football is getting returfed this year because it's reached its life expectancy.
Now, will this happen by next year, or is it going to take a couple years for this to
No, the way they're telling us is at the end of next season they'll start construction or start destruction and then construction on baseball and softball simultaneously.
What will happen to the soccer field that's with the softball field?
So soccer will... The master plan is baseball and softball will be turf, and then soccer will be behind the baseball field where the parking lot's at, and they will get their own turf field. And then the fourth phase of that is a Miracle League baseball field.
Very nice.
So with a rotundra in the middle, in a viewing platform, elevated viewing platform, to be able to watch all 4 fields.
Well, we were supposed to come. One thing you got to get over there is a press box. We were coming over to do your John Marshall game last year, but a little bit of rain. Dan Vogel says, not getting my cameras wet. They don't have a press box, so we're not going over to Brook. So we want to do some Brook softball games next year. Got to get yourself a press box as soon as possible. We'll do a lot of games.
We can put you in the soccer press box, and you can commentate from the outfield. I'll get you a set of binoculars so you can call the game that way.
Lauren Delaney takes ball 1 to lead off the third. 5-3 Renegades, bottom of 3.
Yeah, we were just talking about at the OVC All-Star game, about how everybody's going to turf, and it really does make sense. You lose a lot of games. I'm sure you know all about that.
Yeah. You lose games. But fortunately, and Coach D can attest to this, our field, with the work of the coaches that put in the time, our field really holds well in the weather. We were able to play a lot of games over the last 2 years that I've been there at our field versus going other places.
Ground ball to second, and Lauren Delaney is out 4-3. 1 up, 1 away to Jazz Wood.
That's impressive, especially because your field sits down and kind of like in the valley a little bit, right?
Yeah, it sits low, and you would think all the water would drain there. But when they redid the fields a number of years ago, the drainage they put in was great, and the field work from the coaches and the maintenance crew really helps.
Jazz Wood left-handed. There's a bunt back to the pitcher, actually a punch, and just throws her out at first base. Anywhere but there, I think she beats it out. 1-3. So 2 up, 2 down to Lily Clark. Yeah, it was a good infield, that's for sure. No water set on the outfield. Heck, when I was at Catholic Central, we'd cancel games from the outfield water puddles, not the infield water puddle. We tarped our outfield, actually, at Catholic Central. It was so bad until we got a French draining system and an augering system in there. Lily Clark had a double down the right field line and swings and misses. So game starting to move along here. It was dragging early on, but quick inning top of the third. So far, quick inning bottom of the third. So anything else you want to say about your coaches?
We're returning a great coaching staff. Tony Neff and Rick Heyman has been with me for 2 years now at the high school level. But also, they've coached in rec ball with me for the past 6 or 7 years. So it's nice when you have a staff like that has watched the kids grown throughout the years and know what their abilities and their weaknesses are. And then at the JV level, we brought on Jay Giorgetti out of Avella. So she was a huge asset, a standout softball player for Avella, and brought her coaching expertise to us.
2-strike pitch, he fouled off. Now 1-2 on Lily Clark.
We went kind of a different direction. We were able to pick up Kevin Farrell off of the baseball team as a baseball coach, and Kevin came on board with us, and the kids really took to him, and he was able to help batting and in fielding positions because Kevin, I think 50 years old, he's still playing in the Wood and Bat League and still pitches twice a week.
Played with him in the Ohio Valley Baseball League.
2-2 is grounded foul down third.
For the Bethany Brewers, we played together. So,
So
he's been playing a lot, and of course I've quit, but he's still going. So.
He had sent us, our coaching staff, a message. They were playing in Pittsburgh last weekend, and we were going to try to make it out to see him pitch. We didn't make it, but it's nice having that versatility, different angles for coaches to look at.
2-2 changeup is fouled back.
Yeah, he's got a rubber arm. I call him the rubber arm guy. He could throw all day.
Can he throw underhand? That's the key.
That's
well, no, he hasn't mastered that yet.
That's what you need. Rubber arms and underhand pitching. That's why those pitching machines are out there, huh?
Yeah.
So 2 outs, 2-2 on Clark. Comes the pitch is in the dirt, so Lily having a good at bat, fouling off some tough pitches. Good foot speed. Nice drop bunter. See if she can work her way
Mr.
on base
Hall
somehow.
Just referenced the time limit here.
Oh, wow.
We'll finish this inning, and that'll be it.
Oh, we played an hour and 10 minutes already?
Seemed like it.
3 innings? Thank goodness.
I think we had a 30-minute first inning,
Okay.
which is what killed us.
Okay. That's the one thing I don't like about travel ball. So fouled off. Another good pitch. So now it's important Lily find a way to get on first base. Full count pitch, ball 4. So there's your runner at first. Now let's see if Peyton can put one over the fence to tie it up. These games can end in a tie, these pool play games. Peyton's had a good last 2 at-bats. Last game got the only hit against the Wildcats. And now this game had a ringing triple to left center field. Fouled away.
Payton's aggressive behind the plate and even more aggressive on the bases. So if we can get her on, that'll be a huge, huge help for the Elite.
Speed for Maggie. Batting, you can get 2 on. Maybe Maggie can hit one over the fence to win it for you. There's a base hit to right. So here we go. Lily's going to third. Throw to first, not nearly in time. So first and third. Now it becomes interesting because are you going to send the runner here, which is the tying run, with Peyton pretty good speed, and of course you're throwing down, and looks like the Renegades are making a pitching change. So, Tommy, I'd like to thank you for coming by. Any other last comments or thoughts?
No, thank you for the opportunity to talk to you guys. And I told you yesterday I was stuck at work, and I at least got to watch both of Maggie's games, and even while I was on a conference call.
Well, we had some technical difficulties. We're blaming the camera and Dan for that yesterday. But let's see. Who's in to pitch there, Timmy? Do you see? We were going to take a commercial, so you can stay here since your daughter's batting, Tommy. I'll let you call play-by-play at this hitter. I was going to take a break here while she was warming up, but we won't leave as Timmy gets us the pitcher. Rayana, I think, is pitching. Is it Thomas?
I think it's Thomas.
Yeah, the long hair. I hate the long hair when they cover up their names and numbers.
Number 15.
Yeah, shortstop, came from shortstop. Yeah, it's Thomas.
Okay, so it's 5-3, tying run at first. This is the last at bat, even though it's the third inning because of a time limit. And you've got it, Tommy, play-by-play for Maggie DeSario, your daughter.
Yeah, I don't know if we went to play-by-play. Maggie takes the first pitch, and Peyton steals for second and no throw made.
See, I don't understand that. The runner at third doesn't matter.
No.
Trouble. Right at her. Nice shot by Maggie DeSario. What a shot. That tough way to end the game. Well, again, Tommy, thank you for coming by. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so no runs, 2 left, and DeSario's hit looked like it was going to tie it up, but it hung up for an out. So the final in Game 2, PA Renegades win in a barn burner 5-3 over the Elite. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for game number 3 with the River Dogs. See you in a little bit.